Yo guys, what is going on? Today I have a gameplay for you. I'm gonna try to start uploading some more gameplays. I actually enjoy editing these. This isn't a live edit. This is a recorded. So a little bit different here. So let me know if you guys like it. But anyways, I am facing this guy, Joey Fairplayer. This dude had, I think, this best team I've ever seen in Diamond Dynasty. He had the Lincecum, he had the Wainwright, he had the I don't know who else he had in his rotation. He had but he had the new freaking Tulo. He had the new Teixeira. I don't know if he had Mao or not. He had Stalker. Um, and he had Joe Nathan in his bullpen. He had like all the flashbacks. Like the guy either spent some dough, which I'm fine with. I already spent a lot of time in the market flipping, so I was really amped up. This was also my first time facing Timmy, and I'm using Nolan Ryan here. Now as the game goes on, guys, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm thinking and whatnot, but I kind of just want to talk over these gameplays. I don't want to sit here and commentate over every single play by play, because you guys can see what's going on. He had Grady Sizemore. I mean, he had one of the coolest teams I've seen. So, and of course, I'm pitching Nolan Ryan in this game. I've already pitched Nolan Ryan quite a bit, and I don't know if you guys will probably see the review after this. I think I'll probably put this gameplay out before the review, but I'm enjoying Nolan Ryan. I think he's a really good pitcher on this game. Now, my opponent, let me tell you, he made Nolan Ryan work. This guy did not swing at anything, even on the black. I wasn't getting any calls. He didn't really hit the ball too well, though. I think he only had 3 hits the entire game, but I think he drew 4 or 5 walks. I just wasn't getting a lot of borderline pitches, but this guy was super, super patient. And at the end, you'll see I think he was a 1930 player. So one of the more patient players I have played. But I just kind of wanted to make this commentary and talk about MLB The Show, and to me, how it's kind of evolved for a few reasons over the summer. So recently, they just put some of these flashbacks in the packs. Like they put all the flashbacks, and now you can even sell some of the prime flashbacks, the rookie flashbacks. You know, like the Matt Cain, the Jimmy Rollins, the Molina, the Alex Rios. They're not an arm and a leg anymore. By the way, that's an example I'm talking about. Nolan Ryan is that should have been a strike, but they called it a ball. But yeah, a lot of those cards are in packs now. People are pulling them, so it's making it a lot cheaper to obtain on the market. And I'm having a blast trying out all these new flashbacks. I mean, I want to try out Rios. I don't know about players like Mark Burley or C.J. Wilson or Matt Cain, but I also want to try out that Dickey. Phil Necro's out there now. Of course, I've tried Bob Feller. Nolan Ryan's already been out there, but the California Angels Nolan Ryan's out there now. So it's pretty cool that I think it's cool that they put him in the packs. So let me know what you guys think. But I think it's pretty cool they put him in the packs. I think it's kind of made Diamond Dynasty a lot more dynamic this year. In the first half of the season, I mean, you saw a variety of lineups, but a lot of it included either the collection or conquest rewards. So now we're seeing a lot more different flashbacks in people's lineup. They're releasing more. So as the year is going on here, I'm definitely seeing a pretty cool trend by MLB The Show. I think they were a little late putting out the flashbacks, but that's okay. And we still have a lot of flashbacks to look forward to, like the Beltran, the Verlander, and the Jake Peavy. Peavy and Verlander and Beltran, those are probably the 3 most anticipated flashbacks that I'm looking forward to. Anyways, if you guys are paying attention to the game at all, this is still the first inning. I got the bases loaded on some borderline pitches that didn't go my way. I have a 2-1 count here on the new flashback to Teixeira. So, I mean, this guy, he was really patient. He just didn't really put the PCI on the ball too well. I think he just fouled off a lot of pitches. I don't think he was using contact. He just kind of had a late bat. But there, I threw the changeup down in it, and I got him to fly out. So that was really one of his biggest threats early on in the game. Now, I'm facing Lincecum, and I'll talk a little bit about Lincecum now. He doesn't throw very hard, guys, so if you're thinking you're going to get Lincecum, you might want to reconsider. Not to say he's bad. His per-9s are amazing, as Matt Carpenter shoots one in the gap, and that is going to score a run, and I take an early 1-0 lead. But yeah, I wasn't overwhelmed by Lincecum. The one thing I thought was really spectacular about Lincecum was a couple things. First, his per-9s were amazing. Like, my PCI was so small. I had a lot of weak groundouts like that one right there, weak pop-outs in the beginning, so I had to be really, really patient because he has pretty good stamina too. So my goal was to be super patient. I almost took a strike. I took a strike like the first 3 innings, and in some cases I would take the first 2 strikes. And I was just trying to see as many pitches as possible, trying to get my opponent's tendencies figured out. he didn't throw the curveball too often, and he didn't really throw too many high fastballs. He tried to throw a few, but it didn't work out too well. He was basically sticking with the changeup, a low fastball. My opponent hits one deep here to the right center gap, but Cespedes is there. My opponent hit a few to the warning track as well. You'll see here, and I'm not gonna spoil it. This was actually a really close game, and he played pretty well. And I just like a good example of how my opponent played. If you guys pay attention to this at bat, he has Tim Lincecum up, and just watch this at bat, man. He took like 10, 12 pitches with this Lincecum. He just kept fouling off pitches. I couldn't hit my spots. Like if I was off or was on the black, the guy, like, it was always a ball and he always took it. So just watch. We finally got him to a full count. He just keeps fouling off pitches, fouling off pitches, fouling off pitches. So he really knew how to work the pitcher. Unfortunately, my bullpen was fresh and good to go, and I had a lot of new flashbacks to try out, which I want to be getting reviews out there eventually. With the Fernando Rodney, the rookie Jansen. I want to try out the Wainwright eventually. Guys, every time I face Wainwright, by the way, my opponent had Wainwright. You'll see later, I actually did pretty decent against him. I wasn't blown away by his stuff. I mean, again, he has excellent per-nines. He's kind of like Joe Nathan. As my opponent fouls out there to, McCann. Loving McCann, by the way, too, guys. So hope you guys, I don't know if when this video come out, if you'll see the rookie McCann review or not, but I'm loving the McCann. His defense has been good, his hitting has been good, and he had a really hell of a game this game for me against whoever I'm playing. Joey, Cleveland, I think it was Cleveland Cavaliers. But yeah, again, going back to Lincecum, I don't think he's worth the stubs right now if you guys are thinking about getting him. His changeup is really, really good. I mean, it's like 12 mile an hour slower than his fastball, maybe a little bit slower than that, and that's really, I think, his best pitch. But in real life, everybody knows him for his curveball. His curveball was really good too. It was really slow at 78. My opponent just, I don't feel like he mixed it in that well though. Nolan Ryan is already at 55 pitches in 3 innings here, and he gets the strikeout. Finally get a strikeout. It was hard to strike this guy out. And we're going into the 4th. Lincecum is still going. You can see there he tried to sneak the high fastball by me, but he just doesn't have, in my opinion, he doesn't have the velo to get really good hitters out unless you're going to be sticking to primarily off speed throughout the game. He goes back to the high fastball, and you guys see that's only coming in at 94 miles an hour. I think he could get it up to 95. I don't know if he got it any higher than that. And he threw it looked like, I think that was a changeup to Carpenter. I thought it was going to be a flyout, but it actually ended up going out, and I was really surprised there. So Matt Carpenter hit the 2-run bomb, and it is 3-0 here in the 4th. And Brian McCann came up. He threw him a hanging slider. Brian McCann took that out as well. Again, guys, if you're looking for a budget catcher, you should be looking at 2 catchers. And I'm loosely using the term budget. I'm talking if you have about 20K, 20, 30K. Brian McCann and Victor Martinez are 2 catchers you guys want to be looking at. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw that last play. Mark Teixeira has like 95 fielding, and he missed just a slow routine grounder. So I felt kind of bad for my opponent. But yeah, my opponent, man, he had like all the crazy flashbacks. I really don't know how he got all those cards, but I was excited to play him. And it seems like everybody I played over the past few days just had not the Lincecum, but the Tulo. Everybody's got that new Tulo, and I look on the market, and there's a few being sold, but I don't like it's like everybody in the 1900s, 2000s has Tulo. Of course, not everybody. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching the video, if you're that high, you're like, oh, I don't have Tulo. I don't know. It seems like a lot of the good players are going out to get Tulo, so that kind of sucks for me because I felt like A-Rod was going to be like my most valuable player, and now he's kind of a step below Tulo, and everybody's getting him. So I was like, I feel like I don't have that competitive edge anymore at shortstop. But yeah, I'm trying to sell my A-Rod actually, and trying to get some other cards and try some out. Eventually, I do want to get Tulo as well, but I don't know, man. That A-Rod's kind of my baby because I got it in Battle Royale. And, I hit pretty well with A-Rod too, and the defense is there. It's just that Tulo's defense is clearly better, and the card's probably a little bit better overall. So yeah. Anyways, this is about you guys are watching. You're getting a good demonstration of all the pitches Lincecum has, and I think this was kind of the turning point in the game. Hosmer took a lot of pitches there and eventually drew the walk. Now, I don't think I scored any more runs that inning, but I got Lincecum's pitch count like all the way up to 80 something or 85, and he eventually had to take him out after that. So I think Lincecum's final stat line was he like pitched 4 innings. I don't know if he had any. I think he had 1 strikeout on my pitcher, and he gave up 4 earned runs and allowed a few home runs. So I had a pretty good approach against him, and this was one of my opponent's home run, by the way. This was high and away to Matt Kemp and Nolan Ryan, and he hit it oppo, so good hit by my opponent. It's now 4-1. But yeah, I wasn't super blown away by the Lincecum. He kind of reminded me of Kershaw. Like, he had really good per nines, but his stuff wasn't really that good to get you out. In fact, if I was to compare a pitcher, I think Lincecum and Kershaw are 2 comparable pitchers in this game. The per nines are like what, high 80s, low 90s, good control. Kershaw has better control, and they have 5 of the same pitches pretty much if you're interchanging the 2 seam and sinker. So if you guys think Kershaw is good, you'll probably think Lincecum's good. He's not gonna, overpower anybody with his fastball. Same for Kershaw. And my opponent cut the lead in half there with a home run by Robinson Cano, good hit by him. So it's now 4-2 in the 5th. Nolan Ryan's still pitching pretty well. Every now and then my opponent would surprise me and turn on pitches, but that was my bad. I hung a changeup there and he hit it out. So it's 4-2, and Ryan's already I think he was like at 90 pitches after 5, so I pulled him after this, but he went a solid 5 innings for me, and that's really all I can ask in DD. Eventually went to my bullpen here, and went to Chapman. Chapman pretty much shut this guy down because he had a lot of lefties, and he really couldn't hit the fastball too well. So opponent struggled big time against the bullpen, but I want to talk about some of these new bullpen flashbacks that I have. I've got the rookie Jansen, and I got the prime Rodney. I also want to try out the Broxton. That one looks pretty good. But and then my opponent, he used Tony Watson. He brought in Joe Nathan. He brought in Adam Wainwright. I didn't find Joe Nathan or Adam Wainwright particularly hard to hit, but I don't know. I'm pretty decent at getting the PCI on the ball, so I think that's maybe why the per nines aren't as big of an issue for me hitting wise. But I don't know. I'll have to try that Wainwright out. So, like, what do you guys think about the Wainwright, or if anybody has Joe Nathan? Joe Nathan is like a 200,000 stub, if not more. It's a good card, but it just, again, it doesn't have the fastball. Him and Wainwright are about 96 mile an hour. As we get another run there on the sac fly to center, so it's 5-2. But yeah, I just don't know if cards like that are going to be worth it. But I'm definitely going to try to get a Adam Wainwright review for you guys. Probably not going to mess too much with the starting pitcher. Just going to focus more so on the closer. And I know I'm kind of rambling on this gameplay, but let me know what you guys think about this gameplay compared to the live. You're probably going to think the live's better because this one's kind of long and I'm just kind of rambling here. But I kind of want to just, put out a video on my main account, show you guys what's going on, what I'm doing on my main account. Yes, I'm still playing. Just wasn't having too much fun streaming it for various reasons. So I've been kind of just playing off stream on my own, just kind of enjoying it a little bit, trying out flashbacks, trying to get these reviews for you guys. And I'm actually enjoying the game a lot more now since I'm not streaming all these games. It's just a lot. And I wouldn't say pressure. It's hard to keep up with chat and trying to stream, worry about all those things at once. As A-Rod hits a moonshot deep left field off for Andrew Miller. He hung a slider there to A-Rod. But yeah, things are going good. I still play on my main account, guys, and I still look forward to bringing you guys gameplays. I don't know if I will ever get back into streaming. I want to say I will. Right now I'm just kind of taking a break on it, and I don't know. I feel like more people are into, like on YouTube, I feel like more people are into short gameplays, battle royale drafts, challenges, whatever it may be. I feel like Diamond Dynasty head-to-head gameplays are kind of a lost art on YouTube, so I'm trying to get them to you guys. So let me know what style you prefer. Heck, I could upload the whole games if you guys want to watch that too. But I know this video is kind of long, and they're not always going to be this long in the future. But let me know what kind of commentary style you guys do like. By the way, I'm using this rookie Kenley Jansen. That was a dirty cutter. Got my opponent looking there, and then he's got the 99 Tealo up, of course. And we're up 8-2, by the way. Game kind of got out of hand there late in the game, but this was a good game nonetheless. 2-2 count. Again, high fastball. This guy didn't chase hardly anything. If I was to get him a swing and miss, it had to be in the zone. So I try I don't know if that was a cutter or a slider. I hung it a little bit, and he's gonna fly out to deep center to end the game. My opponent, I think he only had 3 hits. Matt Carpenter got player of the game. Nolan Ryan pitched 5 strong innings. Bullpen did a heck of a job. He pitched Joe Nathan, Adam Wainwright, Watson, Miller. His team was amazing, and I out hit him 12-3. And I think it was a 1930 player. I'll show you guys at the end here. Yeah, 1923 now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is car number 5, signing out.